Alright, we're still here. Blair and JT just finished up their face-off. Russell and I are about to do our face-off for today. Personally, I don't know what JQ was talking about as far as he has to put the money in all three accounts, but that's a whole different discussion we share now offline. But what Russell and I are about to have a conversation about is the Chris Brown situation. I should say the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. The legal aspects of it, we're not going to touch that. The courts and the legal system will determine that. We really want to touch on the social aspect of it. Yesterday, I believe, Chris Brown was in court, and afterwards, her attorney, her being Rihanna's attorney, one, requested that there's no restraining order, and two, that she is back with him. And you know what, as you're going to find soon enough, I'm not paranoid, but I'm big into conspiracy theory. I think Chris Brown's writing a check for this one. Okay? I think he's buying that silence. Russ doesn't agree with me. I want to hear what Russ has to say about that.
I guess I can't co-sign the conspiracy theory.
Why?
They're in a relationship.
A relationship where he nearly choked her to death.
It's very unfortunate.
Right before he said, right before he told her, I'm really gonna kill you.
Right.
Is that how you say I love you these days?
Not at all. Okay. But then to take that loving relationship and then try to make it a complete monetary solution at the end of the day, I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's right. I can't believe that that's what actually is happening at this point.
Okay.
You know?
Can you give me a reason? Why this woman is staying with him? Give me a reason.
I cannot give you a reason. Of reason that she is still with him.
All right. Then for that reason, if you can't give me a reason, then my reason makes sense. He's writing a check.
Yeah, but she has her own money. It's not about the money.
Then what is it about? The dude, I don't want to go over
here's what my concern is in this whole situation. You have a couple that was involved in this situation. Number one, they're not married.
True.
You know, they're dating. At best, they're dating.
It doesn't make it any better that they're not married.
Agreed. Agreed.
Why?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
You have to be married to beat your woman?
No.
Okay,
not at all.
Let's clarify that.
I'm saying it more on the concept of why they're still in the relationship in that sense. You know, or because it's less of a binding situation. That's what I was referring to.
Well, you know what? We're going to touch on that one day, but I'm going to tell you right now, a piece of paper should not dictate how much you love your woman.
Agreed.
Okay? Okay, so it's not because you went before a judge or a priest, okay, you exchange vows, and before your whole family said, yeah, I promise to love this person with my life, okay, that's not what's going to dictate how you love that person.
Right.
Okay, because you're going to love from here.
Agreed.
Okay, so tell me, why is she back? I don't understand.
I don't want to say it's a low self-esteem on her part. I guess that's one of the first things that someone would think of in that type of situation. You know, when generally in most situations, at least the way I would raise my daughter, and certainly the way, you know, I intend to speak to my niece at this point, is no man should be putting their hands on you. I can't really think of any situation where that would be justifiable in any light. In any light whatsoever. And, you know, just to, I guess if you want to say digress for a second, you know, this whole conversation is a very touchy and sensitive subject, and we're doing our best to just, you know, help people gain some understanding and corral their feelings about it, and, you know, just come up with some way they can settle as to what's happening, because this is all new territory for us. You know, we're pioneering.
This is not new territory.
Okay.
We've seen this before. Argentina.
Fair enough.
We've been down that road.
Yeah.
We've been down that road.
But I guess I was even thinking about it from an age group factor. There's a new precedent there, because you look at their fan base.
Actually, no.
Okay.
Actually, that's the group. That's the age when young women first start experiencing that type of physical abuse.
Right. So here they are. Now they have a situation that they're relating to 100%. And then for those females, those girls who are really riding with Rihanna and thinking that, you know what, it's unfortunate they may like Chris Brown as a fan and so on and so forth, but this type of activity is unacceptable. And then to see or to have to witness Rihanna go back, I think that lends itself to some kind of confusion. And that's what concerns me the most.
Well, okay, here we're not going to face off, and I agree with you, because not only is that a sad commentary on the situation, but I think it's sending the wrong signal.
Right.
Okay.
Sets a
which is why, which I think that lends credence to my money theory. Okay. This is by far the most perplexing thing. I mean, we know what happened. Okay. It's documented now. Affidavit says what's documented, and the affidavit says what occurred, and knowing the extent to which things transpired, I am befuddled that she's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is why the only thing I can think of is money. Okay. Yeah. But no, I mean let's go deeper, right?
Yeah, we're not getting the face off
there.
Let's find the face off.
No. But here's where I'm coming from.
Go ahead.
I think his people reached out to her people and said, you know what, let's not face off, let's do a friendly, okay? Help us out with this one, all right? Again, I'm having a conspiracy theory moment here. Okay? Help us out with this one, okay? So hopefully, one, maybe he doesn't go to jail, and two, we can still revive his career.
Okay.
Okay? I say revive because right now I think it's pretty much flatlining.
Yeah.
Because radio stations are starting to pull his music off the air.
But having said that, all right, let's ride your conspiracy theory out.
That's right.
What position, psyche is Rihanna keeping at this point? And is it her team that is actually doing the acquiescing or agreeing to the situation? Do you think her perspective is involved? Does it matter?
I think it's her team. It's got to be her team. It's got to be her team. Okay?
Well, but I would have to disagree with you in the sense that if she's physically back with him, right? I mean, if they're already making public appearances, it's kind of rough to just say that it's a team.
It doesn't matter. People make public appearances all the time because their agents put them together. That's it. Okay, it's gonna look good if you go here. It's gonna look good if you guys go there. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I've been approached a couple of times to do red carpet with some, renowned young ladies.
Right.
I'm not gonna mention Halle Berry's name. You, Halle. That's just you and I. Okay, but I didn't do it. I declined it because I don't roll like that. It's gotta be genuine. If I'm walking down the red carpet with somebody, it's gonna be genuine. But let's get back into the situation here. All I'm saying was, this is a big, think of it as a conspiracy theory, but honestly, I think there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't understand, I cannot understand why she'll be back with him. Okay? It just does not make sense.
Right.
Because, if one thing, I know she has to understand her fan base. Her fan base looks very much like her.
Yes.
Okay? Young women looking for some sort of aspiration in the music, and she has that in her music, and she's providing it
very well.
Okay, and for her to turn around and return to an abusive relationship, that's going to put some people in their head.
It's
that's what I'm saying.
Very interesting precedent that she's setting and putting people in, and I think this is one of those face-offs where we're going to agree to agree.
Okay, let's leave it at that then.
Let's leave it at that.
All right.
All right.